right, this is Pop Culture Unplugged with Elias. Julianne and Sarah, thank you all for joining me today on Press Day.
Thank you.
I've been telling everybody, this is one of those series when you first tune in, you start watching, and when the first episode ends, you just want to keep going with it. Between
Yeah.
the mystery and the thriller and the storyline, it hooks you right away.
Oh,
Great. How
Great.
exciting. Thank you.
Julianne, I don't want to talk spoilers, but your character, man, she's a pivotal. She's very good in this series.
Yes,
How
she
would you say
is.
how would you say she fits in with the world of politics and protection?
Well, I feel like, we get to know a little bit about where Sinatra has come from, the loss that she has suffered, and how that has altered every decision that she makes moving forward. I think that, yeah, we get a little insight into unchecked power.
Mm,
And even though she's operating from a place where she thinks she's doing the right thing for her family and, the Paradise community at large, like, um, she goes big.
that's right. That's right.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Somebody would tell her to go home. But no.
Uh,
It's fun playing someone that powerful that no one will say no to them. No one will shut them
right.
down. Like that was really fun to explore that type of person.
Yeah. Sarah, Paradise has a lot of layers, between the drama, suspense, personal relationships. How would you say your character fits in this, especially with the series is very intense.
Yes, it is very intense. My character, she's different than the others in a sense that she doesn't really have anything within her that starts unraveling the way the others do. There's no secret that Gabriella is holding on to. But being the town's therapist and being assigned Sterling and trying to figure out if he or was the killer or not, they do go through me. Like the president sits with me, she sits through me, Sterling sits through me. So I'm the thing that everyone kind of has in common. And I think with Gabriella, she was the architect of the city. She was thinking of people's emotional intelligence in this world where you're being forced to start over. And how do you keep people's morale up? And I think she's probably the only character in the show that wants to bring attention to unity, light. I think she's a very hopeful person in the space of all this darkness. I'm still waiting for the mustache twirling villain scene to come in where she
Yeah.
kills Sinatra and then she takes over, but we'll see if that happens. Maybe season two.
Mm. Collab with Dan. How was it? What was the collab between you three? Like to bring this story to life that he created.
Dan's amazing. He's like a kid in a candy store. I think he said he's started thinking of this idea before This Is Us, so it's been percolating for a
Mm,
while. And he is he's unbelievably generous, easygoing. He is not precious about the material at all, very
Yeah.
collaborative. He's like, if you want to say it differently, like very much open to that. And he was so excited that it got us excited. And Sterling, too, as number one on the call sheet, as executive producer. They just operate from such positive, joyful places that everyone just meets them there. And so it was a really, what we've got on film is intense, but while the cameras weren't rolling, there was a lot of laughter and fun.
mhm. Sarah, what about you with Dan?
Same. I mean, he is, not only is he one of the most talented writers whose pieces I've come across, but he's also one of the kindest human beings I've ever met and so down to earth,
Yeah.
like so humble. He does not present himself as somebody who's this incredible, award-winning writer, auteur, does not present himself like that at all. Constantly giving, food trucks and coffee trucks, spoiling everybody left and right. You could go to him anytime, day or night. He will sit down with you. He will talk about things with you. And, in terms of Gabriella and the character, I think because just in terms of what that collab looked like, I think I've always played characters that had like a streak of naughty or that had, a couple secrets they had to hide. And Gabriella was not that. So I think we spoke about that and just sort of how she does present to be the light. You need to have a light in a very dark space.
Dan's also incredibly loyal. I would say like 85-90% of the crew had all already worked together for 7 calendar years on This Is Us. And he brought pretty much everyone
Yeah.
onto this show. And at the end, you know, the strike had just ended, and it's a big deal, that type of loyalty. And he's just incredible and a gem.
Yeah.
Amazing. Julianne and Sarah, I want to thank you for giving us today on Press Day. Good luck, January 28th on Hulu.
Yay,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was
Have a
good to
great
meet
day.
you.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye-bye.